What time is it? It's collab time with Andi Does Stuff, and we're gonna answer some spooky questions. Yes, so this mask is a Glam Glow Hollywood, California Eye Boost Reviving Eye Mask, and it came from Andi. Let's just get into the questions. I'm sure that you all know who Andi is because this is not our first collab. If you don't, please go follow her and show her some love. And you're going to want to hear the answers to her questions. And thank you, Andi, for doing all of the work, because Andi did all the work for these questions while I just get to reap the benefits. So thank you, Andi. Okay, number 1. Would you spend a full night inside of a haunted house if someone paid you? You guys, I would spend a full night in a haunted house for free. Yeah, I would. I actually stayed in a haunted house, haunted hotel, with my mom and sibling a couple years ago. Nothing happened at all. I mean, we heard a couple of things, but it was just like, but it was in a super rural town, and there was a ghost town as well that we went to. It was also on Ghost Adventures or whatever, but yeah, it was fun. Okay, number 2. Which Stephen King novel unsettled you the most? So you guys, I haven't read a crap ton of his stuff. It's so detailed that it's almost daunting for me. I'm sorry, my camera is being a bitch today. But I would say it was it for me out of the ones that I read. They cut a lot of stuff out of the movies that were kind of, inappropriate and things, and I don't know, that one was just unsettling for me. Which horror movie scared you for life? Gosh, a horror movie that scared me for life. It was one of the urban legend movies. I don't know which one it was, but I was little and I was watching it, and the person got their foot cut, like their tendon foot cut from underneath, and that has scared me for a very long time. Like, sometimes I dive onto my bed so nothing underneath my bed can cut my foot, or underneath a car. I'm a little bit cautious. It's weird, I know, but I think that's the only one that has scared me for life, right? Have you ever seen a fresh corpse? Yes. I worked at the hospital, so there were a few times that I had, gone into a room and somebody had recently passed, or I actually cleaned the morgue at the hospital, so and also I worked in memory care and hospice, and so unfortunately I saw a lot of people pass away, and I would have to prepare their body to be taken away by the morticians. So yes. Okay, moving on. In a zombie apocalypse, what would your weapon of choice be? Oh, fuck, I don't know. Depending on the zombies, I guess, right? Because if they're drawn to sound, then I'm not going to pick a gun. But if sound doesn't draw them towards me, I'm going to pick a gun. If sound is a thing, then I would probably pick a bat or a golf club. I don't know. How do these zombies die? Do they die from being killed in the head, or a sword? Maybe a sword. Maybe go Michonne, I don't know. Alright. Would you buy a doll if you knew it was haunted? Fuck no, I would not. Nope. Who is your favorite fictional serial killer? I guess I want to say Freddy, because he's a serial killer, right? He's fictional. He's fun. I really liked him. I like how freaking macabre it is. Kind of like Chucky. I really like how macabre Chucky is too, but I would probably have to say Freddy. And you know that Wes Craven, at least if I remember correctly, he wasn't super happy with how playful Freddy had become. That wasn't his like dream, but I liked it. I don't know. Okay, how long do you think you would last in a horror movie? I'd be the first to die. I am the bitch that would be hiding in a closet. I am not a fighter generally. My coping mechanisms for things in bad situations is to actually shut down, which I'm trying to work on because it's not healthy. But I know that my personality currently in a shitty situation is to shut down and hide and run. So I would be hiding, and maybe I would survive that way, but I think that they would find me in the closet and just kill me. What is the scariest Halloween costume you have ever seen? I am afraid of masks. Masks that I can't see the eyes of the person. I can deal with sort of not seeing like their mouth and stuff, but if I can't see somebody's eyes, it freaks the hell out of me. And so any costume that's a full face mask where the eyes are covered, I think it's freaky. I know that's not mentioning like the scariest costume I've ever seen, but you know. What is the scariest Halloween costume you have ever worn? I don't know. I did a creepy SFX clown look, and I thought that was pretty scary because people don't like clowns. And like I, cut the lips and had blood, and then I had the fake scissors and like big scissors. I think that was pretty creepy. Would you rather get bitten by a vampire or bitten by a zombie? Is that even... Why would I pick zombie? Fuck yeah, bite me so I can live forever and I can get vengeance on all of my enemies. No, I don't have enemies. But I don't think I have enemies. I mean, some people may consider me an enemy, but I don't consider others enemies. But yeah, I would pick vampire. Have you ever walked through a graveyard or a forest late at night? Yes, both. I've gone to the graveyard at 3 in the morning and walked through it. Yeah, and the forest. I've walked through forests at night too. I've been camping. Like, yeah. Are you afraid of clowns? Generally, no. Who is your favorite horror author? Does Anne Rice count as horror? Because I don't know. I don't think her novels are really horror, but I'm gonna go with Anne Rice because they are on the, vampires. So, are you convinced that ghosts exist? Yes, I am. I had a series that I did a little bit, going over, experiences I've had. Maui, get out. And I've had several since. So yes, I absolutely 100% believe in ghosts. Would you agree to participate in a seance? So when I was a kid, I attempted seances. And it depends on the seance. So I would say yes, I would. But it depends on what it is for. Does the sight of blood make you squeamish? So I used to work at the hospital and cleaned up blood all the time. And I've cleaned up, like I ended up moving on from being EVS to a surgical a sterile processing tech. And so I cleaned surgical instruments, disinfected and sanitized them. And in the disinfected, when you're doing the disinfection, they're coming down from the surgical floor and they are covered in bone, and cartilage. And sometimes you found like fingers, or I found a toe once. And they were covered in blood, and so much blood that even wearing like multiple masks and like fully gowned, it just smelled of iron. Like it was just iron smelling. So the sight of blood does not make me squeamish. However, if it's on a living person, it makes me, or animal, it makes me squeamish. And not like, ew, gross blood, but like, oh my God, are you okay? Like, there's blood, oh my gosh, like, and I go into a panic mode of like trying to help this person or the animal, and I feel bad. It's not that it makes me gross, it's that it makes me panic because that person or animal is hurt. Does that make sense? Maybe I got too deep into that. Okay, moving on. Have you ever had an unexplained experience with the supernatural? Yes, I have, multiple times. And like I said, I did do like a little series of that a while ago. That was a nut falling on my house. So yes, I have. Do you believe in mythical monsters like the Chupacabra? I probably said that wrong. And shadow people. Well, I believe in shadow people, yes. And I do believe that there are creatures that exist that we have not yet discovered, and that maybe, some of the stories or myths behind them are sort of based off of some sort of truth. I don't know. What is your favorite part about Halloween? Oh hell, you guys, everything. I love everything about Halloween. I love going to the corn mazes and to the pumpkin patches and hay rides and apple cider and candy corn. It's gross, but I eat a couple because it's candy corn, y'all. Dressing up. I love haunted houses. I try to go to one every year. It doesn't happen, but I love going to haunted houses. Candy apples. I love it all, you guys. I love it all. So those are all the questions. Thank you, Andi, again for creating them. That was a lot of fun, and you guys should go check out her answers. I can't wait to hear what her answers are. Yeah, I'm just gonna go now. Bye.